India. The government of India has established Niti Ayog as a think tank which has no power to impose policy. By establishing Niti Ayog, the government wants to enable an enabler and leaves the impetus to provide a platform for cooperative and competitive federalism to the newly established body. India was probably the first non-communist country which went for central planning. Starting with the Harrod-Domar model and later statistics of Mahalanobis model, the Planning Commission set out sector-specific output and investment targets. It was strong enough to have a final way on resource allocation. For the last few decades, funds were simply tied to not only successful but also failed schemes. Successful as well as failed schemes. Because vested interest demanded their continuation. There was an increasing frustration in the states, but they had to yield to the arrogant fund controlling body. Most underdeveloped states, including the Northeast, had to suffer due to the dogged prescription of one size fits for all schemes by the Planning Commission. The Niti Ayog seeks to give up the one size fit all prescriptions to for a huge country like India with a lots of vertical and horizontal imbalances. So planning commission you the main demerits of the planning commission used to provide a one fit solution to all the different sectors of the India, which is not practically possible. So thus this kind of problem was solved by Niti Ayog. Niti Ayog seeks to give a one size fit for all prescription for a huge country like India with lots of vertical and horizontal imbalances, where it would be able to carve out its unique place in India's in today's time. It is and is yet to be seen. Aims and objective of Niti Ayog. Niti Ayog is essentially an advisory body that seeks to provide directional and strategic input across a spectrum of key elements of policy to the center as well as states. It also seeks to put an end to the slow and slow and slow and tardy implementation of the policy by fostering inter-ministry, interstate, central state coordination. So strong states make a strong nation and is the core idea, and the Ayog will foster cooperative federalism by evolving a shared vision of national development priorities. It has been envisaged to follow the bottom top development approach whereby it would develop mechanisms to formulate credible plans to the village level and aggregate these progressively at higher levels of government. It would also pay attention to the weaker section of the society and may not have benefited from economic progress. If it would create a knowledge, innovation, and entrepreneurial support system via a community of national and international experts, practitioners, and partners. It would serve as a platform for resolution of intersectoral, interdepartmental issues in order to accelerate the implementation of the developmental agenda. It also monitor and evaluate the implementation of program focus on technology upgradation and capacity building. Composition of Niti Ayog. Chairperson Prime Minister. Governing Council, its member are Prime Minister, Chief Minister and administrators of the Union Territories. Regional Council, these would be created as per need and its member would be Chief Minister, Administrator of Union Territories of respective regions. Vice Chairman, Vice Chairman of the Chairperson of the Niti Ayog would be appointed by Prime Minister The first vice chairman of Niti Ayog is Arvind Pangadia, economist. Full-time members. There would be two full-time members in the Niti Ayog. There would be two full-time members in the Niti Ayog. Okay, part-time members. There would be two part-time members. These would be scholars from university and research institutions. Ex officio members. Talk about ex officio. Niti Ayog has four ex officio chair members. There are ministers from Union Council of Ministers. Special invitees. The special invitees from Union Council of Ministers. These are ministers from Union Council of Ministers. Special invitee would be appointed by Prime Minister for fixed tenure. Chief Executive Officer. The Niti Ayog would be a CEO. So would you have a CEO rank similar to Secretary to the Government of India, appointed by Prime Minister. The Secretary will be established. The Secretariat will be established if deemed necessary. Difference between Niti Ayog and Planning Commission of India. Niti Ayog to be an advisory body or think tank. The powers to allocate funds might be vested to the Finance Ministry. Planning Commission enjoyed the powers to allocate funds to ministries and state government. Niti Ayog state government are expected to play more significant role. State government are expected to play more significant role than they did in Planning Commission. Planning Commission states' role are limited to the National Development Council and annual interaction during plan meeting. So these are things which are necessary to know about Planning Commission and Niti Ayog. Member Secretary. Niti Ayog to be known as the CEO. To be known as the CEO and is to be appointed by Prime Minister. Planning Commission. Secretaries or member secretaries were appointed through the usual process. Organization. Niti Ayog new post of CEO of secretary rank and vice chairman, and we also have 5 full-time members and 2 part-time members. 4 cabinet minister will serve as ex officio members. Planning Commission had deputy chairman, a member secretary, and a full-time member. Nature. Niti Ayog is a think tank and does not have the power to impose policies. Planning Commission imposed policy on states and tied allocation of funds with projects it approved. So that's all about this video.